Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce, and we have been getting beat up recently. Last week was good, and I thought we were out of it. I thought last week we're like, okay, it's time for some winners. We had a few good days in a row, but then the last 4 or 5 days, we're starting to drop some units again. I hate it. I will get us out of this. I promise. In this video, though, we're talking Thursday night football, and we got a nice little NFC battle here. Saints, Cowboys, let's do it.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. The Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, so we got the Cowboys on the road in New Orleans to play the Saints. The line is Saints +6, but that's where it opened. That was before all the Dallas Cowboys COVID news broke. By Tuesday morning, it had already dropped down to 4.5, but still on Tuesday morning, all the action's on the Cowboys. When I say all, I mean 64% of the money on the Cowboys. Yo, check it out though. The money has swung the other way. Here we are on Wednesday night. We're now looking at 56% of the money is on the New Orleans Saints. Still no movement at all in the line. You would think if that money's swinging back towards New Orleans, we would see that line drop down from 4.5 down to 4. We have not seen that yet. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the analytics, the line for this game should be Saints minus 0.49. So that's a full 5-point lean on the Saints according to the analytics. All right, let's run through a quick breakdown, and we'll start with the Cowboys COVID news. Mike McCarthy, head coach, will not be on the sideline for Dallas this week. Is that even a loss? Now, I know if you subscribe to this channel, you know that I hate Mike McCarthy. But in all seriousness, Kellen Moore has proven he's more than capable of running that offense on his own. And Dan Quinn, he's been the head coach of the Falcons for what, 8 years? This dude knows how, he's the interim head coach, Dan Quinn. This dude knows how to handle calling the defense for a game and managing timeouts and challenges. He can't possibly be worse than Mike McCarthy. So honestly, I'm going to slap a big who cares on Mike McCarthy not being on the sideline. As far as Dallas Cowboys players who are out with COVID, we got Terrence Steele, who's been starting at right tackle for most of the season for Dallas. He's going to be inactive. But they have L. Collins, who's going to start in his place. And L. Collins is a proven veteran. Yeah, he probably isn't as good as he was a couple years ago, but I really don't think that's that big of a drop-off from Terrence Steele to L. Collins. Now, also, Cedric Wilson will be inactive for the Cowboys. He's wide receiver number 1, for those of you who don't watch the Cowboys like that. But the thing is, with CeeDee Lamb returning to the lineup, and possibly Amari Cooper also returning to the lineup, again, who cares? I mean, if they got those two guys back, who cares if their wide receiver 4 is inactive? And while we're talking inactives, we need to address the Saints. They are still a mess. Davenport and Passano still both out. That's the team's 2 leaders in sacks. Their 2 best pass rushers. Well, Cameron Jordan's probably their best pass rusher, but that's their team's 2 leaders in sacks this year. Still out. So that's huge. Their pass rush is going to be missing 2 huge pieces to it. And then on offense, both the Saints offensive tackles, both Armstead and Ramczyk, both have missed the last 2 practices. That's a bad sign for the Saints. Also, Kamara is still listed as questionable, even though I think he's going to play. But still, both offensive tackles haven't practiced yet this week. This is bad, bad, bad news for the New Orleans Saints. Listen, New Orleans, you're going to need those offensive tackles on the field because DeMarcus Lawrence comes back this week, and he's going to be on one side. And on the other side, rushing the passer on most of the plays, is Micah Parsons having one of the best rookie seasons I've ever seen out of a linebacker. You're going to need those tackles, man, because it could get real ugly if DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons are having free runs at the quarterback. So let's search for some positives for the New Orleans Saints here, and there are a couple. First, we'll start with the run defense. First in the NFL in opponent's yards per carry. The Saints allow just 3.4 yards per carry on the ground. Very impressive. That's first in the NFL. The next closest is 3.9. So that's first by a healthy margin. And that's huge in this game. If New Orleans is going to take away Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard and make Dak Prescott drop back 50 times. Now, we've seen Dak Prescott drop back 50 times and throw for 500 yards and completely dust teams, but we've also seen him turn the ball over and make some bad throws. So that definitely puts the Saints in an advantageous position if they're going to take away the run game. Bad news for the Saints, though. The run defense has been great. The pass defense has absolutely plummeted with these injuries. Do you remember earlier in the season where the Saints were an elite defense against both the run and the pass? Those days are long gone. The Saints are now in the bottom 7 of the NFL in both total opponent passing yards and opponent passing yards per attempt. Those two pass rushers going down have killed the Saints. Look at the impact here from losing these two guys, those two pass rushers. In the past 3 weeks, the Saints are 29th in the NFL in pass defense efficiency. So without those guys, they go from being a pretty solid pass defense to an absolutely terrible one. And if you look at the past 3 weeks, they played the Bills. But other than that, they're playing teams that should not be lighting people up through the air, that's for sure. Now, one last positive point for the Saints here. The Dallas run defense is just mediocre. I think it's like 13th in the league in total rushing yards, 20th in the league in yards per carry, something like that. Maybe flip those numbers. So with Taysom Hill at quarterback and Alvin Kamara probably returning, you know the Saints are going to come out and run the shit out of the ball, and they should find some success on this Cowboys defense. Okay, hold on, one more stat here. I was about to close the video, but I gotta mention the third down defense. Check this out. In the past 3 weeks, right? Look at the third down defense from the past 3 weeks. The Saints are 30th in the NFL, third to last in the NFL in third down defense, third down conversion percentage against. The Cowboys, first. Cowboys in the last 3 weeks are allowing just 22.2% of third down conversions against. Now, the Cowboys haven't been playing great football, but that number is huge. And if the Saints don't change that, this is going to be a blowout. Do I need to take this video any further? I mean, I'm sure you already know where I'm going here. I know on Thursday Night Football, the underdog's been cashing a lot, but not this time. I'm all over Dallas here. I'm seeing an absolute blowout. Give me the Cowboys. I'll lay 4.5. I'll lay 6.5. I don't give a shit. I'm all over Dallas. I'm saying final score 37-13 blowout. Well, final ticket be posted on KyleKirms.com around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. It'll have my bet of the day, top bets, every single bet I'm making, every single sport posted right on the website. Make sure you check that out. Also, if there's any crazy last minute changes, injury updates, money shift, line movement, anything like that, be sure to check it out on my Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. I will try to keep you posted as best I can. So make sure you check one of those 3 platforms before you place your bet. NFL Week 13 is here already. Holy shit, Week 13. Still plenty of football left. Plenty of time to make some money. Let's jump on this opportunity. Let's cash a few units tonight and prepare for this weekend. I'll talk to you on Twitter.